Yo, what it do, fatherpreneurs? Have you ever wondered about using ChatGPT in your business, but you succumb to your own critical thinking as it relates to what if I don't do it right? What if I try to use it and make a fool of myself, ruin my brand's reputation, mess up my whole business trying to take a shortcut? Well, first of all, using ChatGPT isn't necessarily taking a shortcut, is increasing efficiency. But I get it. We're all a little apprehensive, whether we want to admit it or not, about making mistakes, failing and falling down in front of other people and what those people may think. Well, that's why today I'm going to share with you the top 10 mistakes that people make with ChatGPT and how to avoid them so you can use ChatGPT with confidence in your business so that you can take full advantage of all the efficiency that is going to allow you to create in your business. So do me a huge favor, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and or your brand, smash that subscribe button, and let's kick it. All right, fatherpreneurs, if you happen to be new here and you do not know me, this is your first time. My name is Cortez Hustle. I am everybody's favorite fatherpreneur and founder of the Fatherpreneur Success Academy, where it is my mission and my ministry to help fathers just like you take your gifts, talents, experience, and expertise, marry them with the right systems, automation, AI, and tools to create a passive income empire so that you can buy your time back, become a bigger presence in the lives of your family and your community. That sounds like something that you're interested in, then hold on tight because we're sharing one of those strategies today and how to best utilize what everybody all over the globe has been hyping up, and that is AI, mainly ChatGPT. Well, as with any and everything, there's a right way and a wrong way to do something. I'm going to share with you the wrong way that a lot of people are using ChatGPT so that you can avoid making those same mistakes. And then we're going to share with you how to do it correctly. If you do not know, I do have a private community that is 100% free for fatherpreneurs just like you. Just go over to cortezhustle.com and you can join for free. This is what the website looks like, just in case you get lost. Click the big join now, join our free community button, and boom, you will be in. Create your own username and password. You're good to go. Tons of free courses, free information. You can even ask questions and holler at your boy in real time. So when it comes to ChatGPT, we are on part 3 of a series that we've been sharing how I use ChatGPT, and maybe you can use it yourself to take your business and your brand to the next level. We talked initially about the foundational components of what ChatGPT is. We gave you 7 great use cases. Yesterday, I showed you how to utilize ChatGPT and create a brand document and train it to speak in your voice. Today, let's get into some of the common mistakes that people are making when it comes to ChatGPT. Number 1 on our list, let's get down to it. I got my handy dandy notes that I use ChatGPT to help me put together. So number 1 is using vague prompts. Not providing enough detail or context can lead to generic or unhelpful responses. Always, always be specific about what you want ChatGPT to generate for you. Now, one of the things that I do in my business when I'm using ChatGPT, I always preempt ChatGPT with the entire scope of what I'm trying to do, not just a singular prompt. So before I start prompting and saying, give me this, can you create that, give me this, I say, here's what I'm trying to do today, Mr. or Mrs. ChatGPT. And I tell it what I'm trying to do. Then I ask it, what do you need from me to help you help me do this more effectively and efficiently? And there's nothing wrong with asking ChatGPT what to ask ChatGPT. That strategy alone has been working incredibly good for me over the last 8, 9, 10 months since I've really been using it on a daily basis in my business. So, number one on our list, don't be vague with your prompts. Get specific. I forget what the character count is, y'all, but you can put a whole heap of characters in ChatGPT before it cuts you off. So be as detailed and specific as possible when you are using your prompts. Number two, you're just tuning in. We're talking about the top 10 most common mistakes that people are making when utilizing ChatGPT. Number one, using vague prompts. Number two, not setting the correct context. Again, ChatGPT works best when it has background information. Always set the context clearly, especially if you want it to align with your brand's voice and purpose. Again, I always open up with good morning, good afternoon, how's it going, chat? Here's what I need your help with today. And that sets the context before I start asking it for a bunch of random prompts. I just like to converse with it, kind of sort of like an advisor. Like if I'm talking to my coach, Bridget Bartlett, about what I'm trying to do, I kind of use ChatGPT as a lesser version, obviously, because Bridget is way more brilliant as it relates to what I do and how she helps me in my business. But I talk to ChatGPT in the exact same way as if I'm talking to a coach or a mentor at the beginning of the conversation. Before I start prompting, hey, here's what I'm thinking about. I want to do this, that, and the other. How do you think that would fit in my brand? Oh, you know what? I like that suggestion, but what if we spent it like this? What do you think about that? And I just kind of start contextualizing what I'm trying to do to really feed ChatGPT with some good background information that details, and it becomes easier for ChatGPT to give me more specific answers to the questions when I do start to enter those detailed prompts. So number one, don't be vague. Number two, make sure you provide some context to ChatGPT if you want better results. Number three, these are the top 10 mistakes that you want to avoid. Over-reliance on AI without human oversight. This is big. Relying solely on AI-generated content without reviewing or editing can lead to mistakes or content that doesn't align with your brand's message. Even though I go through great lengths to get ChatGPT to speak in my voice, when I do create my custom GPTs, I load ChatGPT up with everything about my business, my brand, about me. I give them my backstory, how I started in the network marketing, direct sales space, built the team. I give it all of those things. Then I give it the story and the history about how I started the business, right? Even though I do all of that, I go into as much details as I can with my products and my services, my frequently asked questions. Even with all of that, I still got to proofread and fact check ChatGPT. Now, for instance, when I do a blog post with ChatGPT, sometimes ChatGPT is writing a 1,200 to 1,500 word blog post for me, given very specific parameters. And I know we're using ChatGPT as a quote unquote shortcut, but some people want to shortcut the shortcut, meaning you didn't have to write 1,500 words. The least you can do is read the 1,500 words to make sure that everything is on the up and up, especially when ChatGPT starts to quote statistics. ChatGPT is not up to date with everything on the internet. So some of the content could be a little outdated. So you would serve yourself right if you make sure that you are reviewing and making any tweaks or updates as necessary. So, over-reliance on AI without human oversight. I'll give you this nugget too. When you have these prompts generated and created, I like to go ahead and copy them onto another document, because here lately, and I don't know if this is a Google thing where I can't get ChatGPT to open up on my Chrome browser anymore, right? And it could just be me, but Google has its own version of AI-powered writing software. So are they hating on ChatGPT a little bit? I don't know. But I almost went into a full-fledged panic on Monday because I couldn't get ChatGPT open after I used it to create my notes for this week's training, right? Luckily, I thought on my feet and said, wait a minute, let me try to open it in an incognito browser and to see if that works. And it did. But now I'm like, okay, if I get it to give me what I need, I'm going to take what I need and I'll put it inside another document. Hence the reason that I create a lot of these checklists. Number one, because the checklist can be used as a lead magnet or a giveaway. But number two, if I can't read directly from ChatGPT, I can always reference the checklist to then still provide the training for you guys. Number 4, top 10 mistakes to avoid when using ChatGPT: ignoring voice and tone customization. Failing to train ChatGPT to mimic your voice can result in content that feels impersonal. Customized ChatGPT response to reflect your brand's personality and tone. When we did this yesterday, you guys got a chance to see what ChatGPT said about my brand voice and tone. And I think it is spot on when I think about my brand voice and tone. And I'm just going to read you a little bit of what it says about me. And I think this is a good exercise to do just in general, just so that you may not even know what your brand tone is, right? So it says that, let me go up, let me find it, because I thought it was pretty spot on when it gave me my brand's voice and tone. So it says, my brand's personality, right? Cortez Hustle is a knowledgeable and friendly mentor who guides fathers through the online business journey. The brand speaks with confidence and authority while remaining approachable and supportive. It inspires action and persistence, emphasizing working smarter with technology. Tone and voice: casual and friendly, engages in conversational manner to create a sense of camaraderie. Motivational, uses positive and empowering language to inspire action. Straightforward, avoids overly technical jargon, focusing on practical advice and actionable steps. Confident, communicates expertise and trustworthiness, assuring the audience of the brand's reliability. Give me a 1 in a comment if y'all think that's spot on for what you get from me through these trainings. And for those of you who know me personally, does that sound like me? The brand, the voice, and the tone that I project in real life, right? I thought that was spot on. But you don't get that without putting a little work in and telling ChatGPT who you are. One of the things that I did to make that happen is I downloaded the transcript from one of my videos. Then I fed ChatGPT the transcript and said, analyze the brand's voice and tone based on this document. Now, ideally, you want to do that with 3 or 4 transcripts or downloads, but it got pretty good off of one of my downloads. And I thought, like I said, I thought that was spot on. Got a couple ones coming in saying, yes, that's spot on with who I am in real life. And so ChatGPT is pretty accurate. So That was number 4 on our list of the top 10 mistakes to avoid. Number 5, skipping the fact checking. ChatGPT is great at generating content, but it can sometimes produce inaccurate information. Always verify facts, statistics, and details before using the content in your business. Who wants a good hack on how to do this quickly and while you're in the moment of creating your content? It's very simple, y'all. All you got to do when you're prompting ChatGPT to do research is always include at the end, cite your sources. That's it. What that does is when ChatGPT starts spitting out all of the research, it's going to include the website, the book, the video, or whatever, wherever the information came from, it's going to include a direct link to that source. And now it becomes easier for you to do your fact checking. Now, might be worth saying that you might want to fact check the fact checking, right? Because some of the sources that it's pulling from on the internet, it might be pulling from a blog article, and that blog article might not have fact checked their facts, right? So just be careful when you're putting numbers on full display and you're quoting statistics, and just be real careful with that. I try not to give direct quotes, especially when it comes to numbers and things of that nature, because again, you can go down a whole rabbit hole. If ChatGPT gives you the link to the article that they got the information from, then I got to go and fact check that. If they don't list any sources in the article, I don't know where they got those numbers from. Now, if they are giving me sources like Forbes magazine and government agencies and things of that nature, then when I go and do my fact checking there, I'm assuming that they've done their fact checking before they put those statistics out. But that's what you have to be extremely careful of, ladies and gentlemen. So before we get to the second half of this, I just want to remind you guys, if you do not know, Cortez Hustle, your boy, I want to be your coach. I have an online coaching program specifically for fathers in business looking to grow on the internet. It's $100 per month. And with that $100, you not only get my time and my talent, me as a business strategy to look over your business and help you come up with strategies specifically for those strategies that will help you create a passive income source so you can buy your time back. But I also include our Fatherpreneur Sidekick, which is our white label version of Go High Level. It's an amazing all-in-one sales and marketing solution. And of course, I train you on how to use it effectively in your business. Just go over to CortezHustle.com and you can read all about it and click to get the pricing, because there is actually 2 tiers of pricing. There's $100 a month for our basic, and then we do have a pro plan for those of you who are a little bit more advanced and want to scale your business a lot faster. We've got some strategies specifically for you guys too. So let's get back to the matter at hand. We're giving you 10 common mistakes that a lot of entrepreneurs are making when it comes to ChatGPT. Let me recap the first 5 and then we'll get on to number 6. Number 1 was being vague with your prompts. Number 2, not setting the right context. Right? You got to tell ChatGPT what you're trying to accomplish. Number 3, over-reliance on AI without human oversight. You got to make sure you're proofreading this stuff. Ignoring voice and tone customization. Make sure you feed ChatGPT so it sounds more like you. Number 5, skipping the fact checking. When you have ChatGPT do research, you just can't take its word for it. You got to do a little fact checking on that. Number 6 on our list of the top 10 common mistakes that people are making when it comes to ChatGPT is not using ChatGPT for market research, right? I get it that some of y'all feel like using ChatGPT is cheating. Okay. You don't want it to write for you, but You should be using it to do market research. You should be following the top 5 businesses, influencers, or whatever in your space to find out what they're doing. You should also be following 5 more businesses that are more closely related to the stage that you're on in your business. So I'm following the top 5, and then I'm following 5 more who are kind of right around the same space in terms of maybe potential revenue. We might have about the same size following. We kind of offer some of the same products and services. We're talking to the same community. You should be following those 5 as well. And then you should be asking ChatGPT to give you some insights and some research around the top and those who are more closely to you. And it could be stuff as simple as taking the URL to one of your favorite influencers' ebooks, putting it in ChatGPT, or not their ebooks, their YouTube video, putting it in ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to analyze this in comparison to what I'm trying to do. And boom, it'll give you a whole analysis about their tone, what they bring to the table, their offerings. Like, you can use ChatGPT for research in a lot of ways. So many entrepreneurs overlook ChatGPT's ability to provide insights into trending topics, competitor analysis, and customer feedback. Utilize it as a research tool to stay ahead in your niche. Market research is incredibly powerful, something I've neglected for a long time. Now I'm trying to get ahead of the curve and stay ahead of the curve. So I'll often ask ChatGPT, what are the top marketing strategies that my competition is using to attract more fathers to their business? And ChatGPT will tell me, right? Powerful, powerful stuff. Number 7 on our list. Top 10 mistakes that entrepreneurs are making when they use ChatGPT, but not you, fatherpreneurs, because you guys listen to me, and I'm telling you not to make these same mistakes. Number 7, lack of prompt variations. Using the same prompts repeatedly can result in stale or repetitive content. Experiment with different prompts to keep content fresh and diverse. One of the things ChatGPT will do is ChatGPT will spit back at you some of the same phraseology. I had to tell Chat just the other day, remove this phrase from your lexicon, because she kept telling me, and I don't know about you, but my ChatGPT is a girl. She kept telling me, in today's climate, I don't want to start every YouTube video description or every Facebook post or whatever with today's climate. I said, listen, remove that from your lexicon, please. And then another hack for tone and to switch things up a little bit. I have 3 people who really impress me with their style of content creation: Alex Hormozi, Gary Vaynerchuk, and Myron Golden. So I would sometimes say, replace that with a phrase that Myron Golden might say, that Alex Hormozi might say, that Gary V might say. Now, Gary V cusses a lot, so I got to be careful with replacing something with what Gary V might say, right? But those are different ways that you can get ChatGPT out of the groove of just spitting back the same phrases to you over and over and over again. And sometimes I don't like all the emojis that Chat puts in. So sometimes I tell it, no emojis, please, this time. Sometimes I do want emojis, but not every friggin' time. Number 8 on our list of top 10 things to avoid doing with ChatGPT: overusing long-form responses. Long-form responses from ChatGPT can sometimes lead to information overload. Keep prompts concise and generate clear, actionable, and digestible responses. Again, when it comes to training your ChatGPT, once you've given it everything, once you set the context, you don't need to write, 500-word paragraph prompts every time, because I've already set the context. I've created the stage. She knows what I'm trying to get accomplished. So now my prompt's going to be a little bit shorter. And I would say this, make sure you stay within one prompt. If you keep starting a new chat over and over, it thinks that you want something completely different instead of staying within the same response. Next on our list, number 9, top 10 things to avoid when using ChatGPT. Underutilizing automation features. ChatGPT can handle routine tasks like customer inquiries and follow-ups. Not integrating these automation features means missing out on time-saving opportunities. This is where learning how to integrate ChatGPT into your existing workflow, be it your website, be it your social media, and different tools are available to make that happen, i.e. Fatherpreneur Sidekick. One of the things that we marry ChatGPT with is our chatbot feature. So on my chatbot, if you go to localbizmarketers.com and you start talking to our chatbot, I've trained that chatbot on everything that our business has to offer. I trained it on me as the founder. I trained it on our mission and our vision, all of those things. So you can have a full-fledged conversation with my chatbot and you would swear you're talking to a human. No, that's ChatGPT talking on my behalf, right? Powerful, powerful stuff. We also have AI, DM, and Messenger bots. So if you go and DM me on Instagram, and this works really good for the people who like spamming me on Instagram trying to sell me something, right? My chat bot will automatically have a conversation with them, and I've created a specific call to action so that when the conversation starts to die down, my bot always knows to ask, would you like to book a free strategy session? And it will send them a link to my calendar. That's how I turn people on Facebook into leads, people on Instagram into leads, because my chat widget is having these conversations, and it activates anytime anybody sends me a DM, right? Yet another reason that you should consider joining the Fatherpreneur Success Coaching Program. Next on our list, was that number 9? Yes. Finally, number 10, top 10 ways, things to avoid when using ChatGPT is neglecting to update and refine training. ChatGPT improves over time as you refine prompts and provide feedback. Not adjusting the prompts based on the outcomes will limit its effectiveness. And not just prompts and not just outcomes. Some of you guys are like me, always working in your business as well as on your business, creating new products and services. Make sure you keep loading that stuff into ChatGPT and saying, hey, I've just added this product or service. How can I update my custom GPT? And it'll tell you what steps that you need, or it might just says, got it. This will be stored in our memory banks or something like that. Because you don't want to have someone asking about a new product on your chat widget or in your DMs, and you haven't trained your AI to respond based on the new product or service that you offer, right? Then it starts talking real silly, and it sounds like a machine at that point. You want your AI to sound like a human being at all times and be confident that you can trust that it's going to respond appropriately, and you're not going to confuse people as they are trying to engage with you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's training. I want you to be sure to come back tomorrow. I'm going to give you some insights on how to engineer prompts for creating sales pages For those of you who are into building funnels, you're into email autoresponders, you're into creating content on social media that not just builds your brand, that's one side of it, but you also need to create content that's going to sell your stuff. At some point, you got to ask for the money. We're going to teach you how to get ChatGPT to ask for the money in tomorrow's training. So hope to see you back. Until then, I want you to get your money up. Oh, I guess you can join open office hours if you feel that you got some questions you want to ask. CortezHustle.com/open office hours. Hope to see you. Until then, get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.